we go again.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Then let him stay then.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back.
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation. check out.
This looks like Tejima. Let's see what we today. The villagers and I got together today. I went kite flying to. See, huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time.
It's not very wholesome.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
I wish it could be like this all the time.
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me?
You forgot? What's that? All the time?
Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
I condemn you!
Hey!
You can't run! I'll catch up!
There's more!
Eye for an eye! Good grief! Yeah. Rack and ruin! Leave it all to me.
My blade! To the very
I'm just taking guesses as I go. I'm familiar with that fucking that one. I could probably manage doing another one. However, I need to find where the fucking lizard fuckers spawn.
You. Because I always understood that Sunny will win hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I get that.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine. Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and...
It doesn't look legitimate, but do you not understand that some of these games, you can buy the bonus to win that amount, and buying it is a 50k? Is it really that unreasonable that you would get a 10x win on a 50k bonus? A lot of them are gonna be 5k, 2k, 10k. Is it insane to think that you can win 10x on a fucking 50k bonus buy? No, it's not. It's not. It's extremely common. It is very common. Somebody's gonna win 300k on a 50k bonus buy. It happens. So it's like, it makes everybody look like part of like some really hardcore scam. When, yeah, I get it. Gamba is trash. Gamba is dog shit. Okay? But people didn't conduct voluntary scamming. That's not what happened. So painting it like that is really, really bad. That's always gonna argue against them. That's always going to argue. You get that? Twitch rivals have made Z-Laner ineligible to compete in the upcoming Warzone event because it doesn't restrict cosplay. Do you guys not agree with this? Also, guys, the main point is I thought it was shitty to bandwagon in the podcast or whatever, and have Aiden right there, and it's a shit on him back to back, 3v1. Well, Aiden is like some, what is like,
I condemn you.
9-year-old dude? Motherfucker, why did they think it was gonna be a reasonable discussion when they have two political Andys and some meme Andy against Aiden Rock? Of course it wasn't gonna fucking win any sort of debate or argument.
Eye for an eye.
I said, I'm gonna come on the show or whatever to at least give you good arguments to work against or whatever. And I just got ignored. And that, I'm gonna be honest.
Blood of Frost.
Guys,
Rack and ruin.
But it was intentional.
You can't run.
No shot. Nobody saw any messages in chat. I even look at the VODs. They look at the chat. They saw people. They all saw it. They saw it. I saw that they saw it. Like, dude, come on now. Come on.
As a dutiful maid would.
So I think it's kind of malicious. One way or another. To know for a fact that, yeah, it's just weird.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Scumbag shit.
Isn't it right here? Well, you're leading the way. This is it. Well, it said we arrived. Never mind, Madison Square Garden is just a building, but it looks like there was some greenery around. I guess I was wrong. Wait, Madison Square Garden.
Peddling, gambling is scumbag shit. It doesn't. You're regurgitating words you saw on Reddit. Look at this, ladies. Let's go back over here. Look at this. I'll get the exact words that you pulled from the Reddit. Let's see. It's somewhere in there. It's gotta be. Look at this. Control F. Peddling, gambling the children. You literally went to Reddit. You looked at the title and you literally copy pasted their words and you put them in the chat and you're acting like you know something that people don't.
Literally. So hard.
This is why people don't like LSF frogs. That's what you are, though. You go out there and you just copy paste, just whatever you see in there. You're dumb.
Fucking caught.
What is a soul?
I don't do gambling online. I mean, I would say more evidence of having a soul.
How does doing gambling online determine if you have a soul or not?
Well, because you have no problem peddling gambling to children, and that's more.
Wait, what? That's so dumb. God damn it, Ace 3. Sometimes you are actually brain damaged. It doesn't make sense. He doesn't say, "Hey kids, alright, I'm gonna play devil's advocate," and I'm gonna expect he doesn't say, "Hey kids, go donate, do gambling. This is pretty cool. A lot of rewards." I'm pretending or hope he doesn't do that. I haven't watched his stuff, nor will I. The likelihood of him doing so is very fucking low, knowing how H3 is.
Ad Astra.
He tends to exaggerate things to a high extent, much like a woman. He just blows that shit out of the water. He has to do so. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. At this point in time, Twitch is more of like older audiences. It's like I think children are in the minority. I think don't quote me. I don't know the exact stats. But knowing how Twitch is with booby streamers and hot tub streams, ASMR streams, all that sort of trash that people apparently watch. A gut feeling that it's majority, maybe like teens to adults, and you get the occasional child. But even then, though, it's not like he's openly advertising gambling.
More speed. Eye for an eye. Judgment. Ha! Back off! Eyes on me! Steady as stone. I condemn you. Judgment. Lights out. Eye for an eye. Rack and ruin. Freeze to the core.
Pretty sure I'm graphic wrong.
You can't run. I condemn you. I must leave no stone unturned.
Hold on, let me just lower the volume. Middle schoolers tend to be more retarded and like trash content creators like Ryscum, for example. Or Jake Paul.
Eye for an eye.
So I'm pretty sure some people like to watch this guy does Minecraft for his newer content. I lost interest in it. Well, I didn't watch to begin with. I was there for the Minecraft stuff. Not anymore, but you get the idea. But with Aiden, I'm gonna expect maybe there's a chance that he has some child audiences. Probably a high school demographic at least. And at most, like, adults. Or like young adults, like 19 or 18. Because I cannot imagine any normal person enjoying that kind of content. I do not find any of that stuff entertaining whatsoever, and I'm 20. That's crazy. It's crazy saying I'm 20, like 20 years old. Like, it doesn't feel long at all, but at the same time, it's like, holy shit, I'm fucking 20. Man, that was fast. But I'm getting off topic. Well, I'll talk about it more. Like, holy, but I have a beard growing. Of course, I have a unibrow. I keep that shaved. But it does feel a little liberating to be an adult, you know? It feels kind of nice. Not really looking forward to having responsibilities, which I think everyone could really relate with. But at the same time, though, it's like I don't have to abide by parental rules. Not like I had any. Like, it was pretty... It wasn't constricting. It was kind of freelancing. It's like, hey, just my policy is to, if you're gonna live under my roof, don't do drugs and don't drink. And don't get anyone knocked up. That's basically my mom's rules to live in her house. Like, fucking easy. Done. But, yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I condemn you. Rack and ruin.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
But with H3, he's like, he has this like attitude of, well, you're 100% for this thing because, well, you do gambling.
I condemn you.
A lot of fucking fathers drink. I don't think they like actively tell their kids to fucking drink.
Back off.
That doesn't make it fucking right, but might be a bad analogy, but like it feels like a lot of the time H3 is more like focused with being like, haha, look at this, guys, I'm being edgy, I'm being an asshole on purpose, and I'm exaggerating things, make it more interesting.
Steady as stone.
I never understood why people enjoy H3. I found him to be
Rack and ruin.
Like, I stopped watching Keemstar, like, before really anything could, like, spark up from it.
Vengeance will be mine. Shiver.
Over here. You really know how to get me going.
I condemn you. Eye for an eye. Judgment.
Leave it all to me.
But, yeah, I stopped watching Keemstar around when, like, he's fucking spamming Jake Paul videos. I never really understood why I actually enjoyed it. It's probably like, oh cool, this is going on, and I want to laugh at them for being in retarded Twitter arguments. Now I just go to Boblax because, like, it's legit just a... I didn't mean to press that button. I didn't mean to press it. It's more of a, it's fucking hardcore neutral. It flat out just talks about, it literally just shows what people are saying on Twitter. I don't know why people get mauled over it.
I
just
condemn
flat out,
you.
he's just showing what is fucking being said.
Freeze to the core.
That's a lot.
Power that ended hunt.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Rack and ruin. You can't run. I condemn you.
more soulless act than not smiling. Wouldn't you agree?
It's fun. You know, I've never seen you smile before. Do you have a soul?
Rack and ruin.
I don't do gambling.
That's not that. Okay, that's out of context. Come on now. Don't be like that. Jesus Christ. Like, did. He's talking about he was talking about the gamble thing is fun, not the whatever. Guys, I'm confused though. Guys, I'm confused because I have to be honest. Okay, I have to be honest. Any content that anybody makes, anybody at all, everybody's gonna say this to children, this to children. Guys, I
Woo! Somebody could use a shave. They don't want you to know this. Come on, stay with me.
I don't think it's a good I don't think it's a good train of thought to always say, oh, this is online. Oh, it's the children. It's children. It's the children. Why are you doing that? Guys, I'm so confused. It's 18 plus in the titles, 18 plus to register, and there's like 3 security barriers to literally register and deposit into the money. It's a fucking hassle to deposit money. It's a fucking hassle. And to say that it's to children, come on. It's out of bad faith, I think. Guys, it's out of bad faith, to be honest. That's actually not true. I got the game of $200 without having to do any serious stuff. Just PayPal. That's impossible. Yeah, that's impossible. Okay. Next. Guys, I'm not defending it. Guys, I've stopped defending it. Gamba is trash. I regret doing it. I shouldn't have gambled on stream. I love Gamba. I understand the second-hand effects of Gamba on stream and others. I have a full awareness now of the radiation of Gamba streams. I haven't done them since. I've completely stopped ever since after the 6th or 7th day or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's too late because I did it 7 days instead of 2. Then it's too late. Stop painting heroes and villains out of nowhere. It doesn't do anybody any good at all. It's trashy. How am I lying? I haven't done a single Gamba stream. Have I? Where? When? I completely stopped. And it's possible for a kid to gamble. They get a debit card with money, register for PayPal, then get a stick account. It's 18 plus in the title, in the registration, in the verification. If they decide to break all that, they're breaking the rules, the law. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, I regret doing them. Listen, I know what people want. They want me to stick your balls. I apologize for doing Gamba streams. I should have done them. I enjoyed them. I still enjoy Gamba. The effects are bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. What is going on for me?
Yo, cheers. Thank you, everybody. To Pope.
Yes, thank you.
Russell,
To Pope.
Lenny.
Yeah.
Thank you, Russell, for putting this together.
Yeah.
To Pope.
Yeah.
Russell. Lenny.
Oh.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers, dude.
Cheers.
But cheers again. Just honest to God, Russell. Hey,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be here without you. We really wouldn't. We
Yeah.
really,
Thank you guys.
really.
Thank you.
Chat.
You guys actually, you know. Yeah, chat. Yep, chat. We wouldn't be here without you, chat.
You didn't cheers. Hey, and to those who live honestly. And honestly, it goes a long way. It really
That is true. That is
On
true.
a Tuesday.
That is true. That
If
is
you
true.
can or will not. And you know what? Cheers to cheering.
Cheers to cheering. Cheers to cheering.
And to the ones who do, don't.
Wait.
I can cheers to that, man.
No, hold on. Cheers to life. Cheers to life, guys. Cheers to life. Cheers to life. Cheers to life. Wait. Cheers to standing. Okay.
Okay, for that.
That was nice. Guys, I'm gonna keep it a stack, guys. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys before I move on, okay? You know what? I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm not a victim of anything, but I'm just fucking fed up with always getting the shorter end of the stick all the fucking time. Okay? Every fucking time something bad happens, right? Everybody overplays what the fuck I'm doing, what I did, who did it, to how many people, and everybody gets under the rug, swept under. Guys, it's overall a bad thing to do, overall, because it's just a bad thing. Like, Did you show me? Oh, you're wrong for this, that, this. Oh, but these guys are good. You did bad. Good. When it's the same thing, it's the bad pattern. Stop doing this shit. It's moron behavior, man. Just move on. No, I'm not gonna move on. Oh, what am I? We're just chill, man. Guys. This is you guys these days. I'm gonna be honest. This is chatters in the current year. You're wrong. Oh, okay. Here's why I'm not wrong. Move on. Like, you don't get to do that. If you're gonna start a fight and do some bullshit and do dumbass fucking idiotic arguments and peddle some trash, you're gonna handle getting fucked on when it comes back, motherfucker. Ass hat. Yeah, that is ass behavior. It's like this. It's exactly like this. Where's that video at? Yep, that's the chat. This is the chat in a nutshell. This is Redditor comment in a nutshell. Guys. There's even a guy that I remember he said some bullshit on Reddit and I disproved it on stream and he deemed saying, "Oh my god, remove my comment and my thing from the video on YouTube. I'm getting harassed, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. Oh, okay. So when you try to sway the entire internet against me by saying some things that you know for a fact were not true, and you try to play the public to fuck me over, that's okay. But whenever I disprove it reasonably without shitting on you on stream, then I have to remove the video? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Fuck your stupid ass. You're a dumbass. Yep, that's how it works, dude. Okay, moving on.
Goddamn, no. Like that.
David, you know, we come out here for the winter to be with you, and it's like you're not even here with us.
I'm sorry, guys. I've just been talking to a woman all day.
She Jewish?
Hi, I'm Dave. I'm Lil Dicky. Hi, I'm Dave. Who's Dave? Hi, I'm Dave.
Yo, what up?
Yo.
What's up, man?
Yo.
Man, you guys are such high levels, man. How about you get a fucking life? Jesus Christ.
No.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'ma fuck you up.
Shut up, pussy. You talk shit at the game. Suck my balls, bitch, pussy. Who the fuck are you? Let's go clap this kid, man. Fuck that guy.
Securing Charlie.
Really? You really, dude? Guys, really?
What?
You let me...
The fuck?
Oh my god. I can't move. Oh. Diego, can you believe it?
Fucking bitch.
Did it where? Oh.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh?
Uh-oh.
And who are you?
Paimon, you
One
went
of
wrong.
Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
He's right there. Oh, am I recording? No, I didn't. Huge. Oh, I need to piss.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say.
Kill 'em.
We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
I was getting distracted. Ooh, I see a chest over there. What's in there? Hold on, I'm dead. Oh, found him. Oh, talk to them. Oh, that's. I mean, let's see how this sword does.
More speed. Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you. Back off!
Oh, that's...
You can't run. Lights out. Eye for an eye. Well met. Yeah! I condemn you. Judgment! Rack and ruin! Stay Steady as stone, as a good knight should.
I condemn you! Flood of frost! Judgment! Rack and ruin! You can't run! Eye for an eye!
It's not that bad, actually. I'm actually kind of happy with it. Oh, shit. I'm distracted again. You're joking. That's upsetting. Ooh, a fucking a flying thing. Huge. Wait a minute. Is that?
I condemn you!
Oh, that's a lot. Alright, so obviously I'm gonna need that thing to be unlocked. Oh shit. Yoink. Nice guts. Another one, so we just have to get a higher than we said. Oh, God.
Back off!
Feels like some sort of hair just like poking me and just making me itch. Huge.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
Epic.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Kill.
More speed. Rack and ruin! Let us cross the... Leave it all to me.
You're open!
Someone needs assistance.
I got careless. Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal! Now show us what's in the box!
Wow, Paimon. Negotiate.
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too! And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Oh my god, Mill. Is it just me?
More speed. Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need.
Really?
Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it. Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time.
Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly—
At least we now know where the— Let's go talk—
I'll be okay with, like, kind of paying part of his debt a little bit, reducing the weight. I mean, I have 5, 4, actually, I think 3 million. So that should be fine. I mean, I could probably give maybe $1 million. This should be a pretty nice lift.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, with this sword, you should...
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Is it just me? Or are there more outlanders now?
Just you. Alright, I'm going to the bathroom.